Boom. Welcome to Grown Dad Business. Guys, you made it. You made it to episode 201. This is my second part with Bob Saget. So I appreciate it if you're listening, tuned in. If you're new to the podcast, got quite a few new listeners. Because, Bob Saget, throwing out names, doing fun guests. Not that all my guests are fun, but you know what I'm trying to say. It's Bob Saget. I mean, it's, I get it. So thanks for listening. Go back, listen to the first episode if you haven't, episode 200. Happy to have, episode 200, pretty big milestone. So had to call in Uncle Danny. Or he wasn't the uncle. You know what I'm trying to say. Uncle Bob, he's like, yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. Go check out episode 200 if you haven't. And if you're new, like I said, I have many episodes. There's many episodes way back with my friend Jason Clark, and more episodes with Kid Mental, and lots of episodes with other comedy friends. So go check those out. And thanks for listening. I'm recording this early in the morning. I'm recording my intro early. It's like before everybody's up. I got up early to do morning radio, so I thought I'm like awake. I'm ready I should do my intro for that. But yeah, I mean, I feel good. I feel fine. But I'm trying to remember what the second part is about. I don't want to this whole time I was talking to Bob, it's just like I said to one of my friends, I said, it's just like catching up like with your old rich uncle, you know what I mean? And that's what I feel like, just checking in every once in a while. And this is just one big conversation, but we're also funny, like also comedians, and also making corny dad jokes. But we do talk about TVs Goat Dads. If you don't know, you can go check that out. My shirt, my TV Goat Dad shirt, it's available on growndadshirts.com. You can get 15% off, GDB15. Use that coupon code on growndadshirts.com. You can get my TV Goat Dad shirts. We talk about Full House and how critics didn't like Full House. I get to talk to Bob a little bit about what he's taught me over the years, just about integrity and just being a good dude. You know what I mean? And slipping in Stamos DMs. We talked about that too. We talked about, hot comedians that are out like Tiffany Haddish, and we talked about his videos after dark show, what's going on with that. And comedians being serious actors, because Bob has done some serious acting, some serious theater, and we talk about that. But I hope you enjoy yourself. Once again, I appreciate everybody listening. I appreciate everybody supporting on Patreon. Patreon, shout out friends, the GDB champs, Corey and Cheyenne. I love you. Everybody else, thank you so much. Patreon.com/Aaron Kleiber. It's basically a way to support your favorite creative artists or entertainers monthly. And especially now where comedy is one of the last things that is not coming back. I mean, there's some clubs opening here and there, and there's some spots opening, but it's still, pretty shut down. And we're still at home, and I'm still streaming Friday nights, my live happy hour at 9 p.m. So, and doing my podcast. So, it's like subscribing to my Patreon is like, subscribing to PBS monthly. It's like, hey, $20 a month and we can keep our program going, and we'll send you some swag. No, really, that's literally what it is. It's you contribute once a month and I send you some swag. But you get digital swag too. You get the post bonus show. I do have a post show with Bob Saget where we talk all about Dirty Work and Norm Macdonald and Chris Farley, which was, I never talked to him about that, and it was kind of awesome. Being a movie fan and a dude who loves, goofy movies at midnight, Dads After Dark, hashtag. So one of the things with Patreon is you get to see the bonus post bonus episode. I have also one of those with Brad Williams, and he's giving me advice about getting a dog. So there's just little things like that. I also post stand-up clips. You can also watch full episodes of the live happy hour show on Patreon too. You get beats from Kid Mental, and I give a shout out to Kid Mental, kidmental.com, at Kid Mental Music, doing theme songs, doing beats. Also an incredible artist that worked on my Grown Dad shirts with Kid Mental. So growndadshirts.com. GDB 15. But yeah, check out Kid Mental as well. And once again, when I mention my shirts, I always mention a locally owned company here in Pittsburgh in Braddock, but they service nationwide. Incredible t-shirt company, ink-division.com. Ink Division has been so dope with my merch, and right now, even now, they have been for months offering a 15% bulk order of 50 or more for your first, any entertainers, podcasters, comedians, bands, musicians. Hit up Ink Division at Ink Division or ink-division.com. 15% off your first bulk order. Tell them Aaron let you know about it. It's pretty dope. I also want to give a huge shout out to my new partner, the HiveDistro.com. I keep saying I'm a fan of CBD ointments. And I love, I started using Elixicure. It's amazing. I use it on my arthritis. I use it on my wife's shoulders, on her neck. We love it. Well, I found out the HiveDistro.com distributes Elixicure and other dope CBD products. And CBD is the non-psychoactive part of cannabis. Okay, so don't worry. It's like, it's not, you're not going to rub lotion on your neck and you're like, I feel like Cheech and Chong, or you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not. It's actually been way better than, like, I stopped using Icy Hot a long time ago. And this stuff it's not like Icy Hot. It's a little bit like you may think it's that. It doesn't stink as bad. But Elixicure has been dope. I love it. I always have the roll on with me in my bag when I was traveling. And I also have the cream pump. It's a weird thing to say, but and we like lavender. The lavender cream pump is great for your muscles, whatever. You have arthritis in your hands, in your ankles. It's dope. But the HiveDistro.com, which is so cool, a friend of mine basically has a way to find the best CBD products there are online. So they carry bath bombs, which are really dope. They have hemp-infused coffee from regions around the world. They also have this thing called Man Butter. It's organic body deodorant that's hemp infused by Dry Men products, and it works. It's awesome. I said I've used it on my son's feet because he has stinky feet. You can use it anywhere on your body where you sweat. They have CBD tinctures as well. That's drops, and I know people are a big fan of those. But yeah, go check out thehivedistro.com, thehivedistro.com. And you can save 20% off your first order, 20% off just with the coupon code GROWN, GROWN. I don't think I spell that right every single time. So 20% off, go check it out. You can get a couple things, get a little shipment, whatever. Go try some things out. And hey, if you're on Patreon, if you're a Patreon supporter, once again, thank you. And you want to try out Elixicure, I have some samples. I'll send them out to you when I send out a card monthly. I send cards from me and the fam and the kids. I'll send you a little Elixicure sample, Patreon friends. Give you a little package of stuff to try out. But guys, thank you so much. Thanks for supporting the people that support me, like Kid Mental, like Ink Division, and like the Hive Distro. Another big shout out to Mary Mac Podcast, Mary Mac Bakehouse, MaryMacPodcast.com, at Mary Mac Bakehouse. She has some of the best recipes, some of the best baked good products, and now she has dry rubs. Oh yeah, chicken seasoning. I use it on the rub on the wings. You may have seen that such places as Instagram, but also has another seasoning for anything else that's I believe not even out yet, which I'm kind of excited about that I have it. But yeah, go check her out as well. And one of the biggest sponsors is I always say my mom, Annette, who's being a super sponsor, was my mom and my dad. So I hope you had a great Father's Day, everybody. Happy Father's Day. This is my Father's Day treat. Having Bob Saget on for episode 200 just so happens to be around Father's Day. That's dope. So hope you enjoyed your Father's Day. You guys be kind, be funny.
Granddad Business with Aaron Kleiber. That's my dad. Hello, underpants. That is hilarious. You should mouth to rate and review this podcast, or my daddy will go into a deep depression. Going down business with Aaron Kleiber. Yeah.
Can I share this with you? Because you said Danny Tanner, and I thought about this, and you have to believe me, okay? So I came up with this merch where I was like trying to brainstorm, and actually, you've met my friend. He's kind of like my creative director friend. He's been my podcast guest, Adam Chico. Shout out to Adam. Right. He worked with you for the Starlight Children's thing when you did voiceovers for a video game. And he said he did it with his friend, what did he say? Alana Angel.
I remember this.
Yeah. He was like, yeah, see if Bob remembers that. Anyway, yeah.
That's
when you
weird.
did like voiceovers for like some video game.
I did, and I'm not being rude. I'm looking at who's in front of my house because I'm concerned, and I think I found out what it is. It's men eating sandwiches.
Wait, so you have surveillance video called Men Eating Sandwiches right now? You can charge admission on OnlyFans.
That's true. That's true. But you can't crash. See, like Zoom, you can crash. We can't crash this.
No.
Can we crash this?
Nope.
What is this? What are we on right now?
This is called Streamyard. Gary V started using it after I did. But it's just super. It's easy because I can send someone a link. Because like
Zoom, you can send a link.
Yeah, but then Zoom, you don't have as many bells and whistles. This is a little better for me to do a little production while I'm recording. You know what I mean? And then streaming it live when you need to, because Friday nights I do like a live happy hour and have guests on. But it's so easy because like Josh Blue, comedian Josh Blue.
Yeah,
I'm scheduling a podcast with him, and I'm like, I was using a different service like a month ago, and he's like, I gotta download a fucking app, and I'm like, you know what? And him saying that just thought, you know what? That is stupid. That you gotta like download a different app. So now it's a link, baby. Here it is.
Well, no, the link to Zoom now you don't have to have the Zoom app. You can. It takes you right on to Safari or whatever.
They're smart. Oh,
well, Zoom has taken over. Zoom is right now more popular than Skype because of the whole Brady Bunch look. And you can put 24 people up there. You can have 700 in a conference. You can do it. So
who would have thought to buy stock in Zoom, right?
I mean, I'm hoping that my stock in Abbott Labs pays off. I know. Betting on the pandemic, precautions, betting on saving people.
Yeah, right. This is what I want to share with you because I did not think about this until I told my wife we were going to podcast. So Can you
hear that sound, by the way?
No, not now.
Good.
I don't have headphones in, so I don't.
Oh, you'll hear it. It's not me farting. It's they're drilling into a pipe.
Hot Saget rippers.
Hot pipe rippers.
Hot pipe
rippers. I think that's a porn.
I think I was in that punk band.
A hot pipe. It's a song also. It's like Cat Scratch Fever. It's hot pipe rippers.
Hot pipe bitches. I don't know.
I got nothing. This is the worst improv we ever did.
It doesn't matter. No one's watching. No. I'm trying to tell. I talk in posts. I'm trying to tell you the same thing. So my friend Adam, he helps me come up with creative things. And I came up with a T-shirt that has like, he's like, why don't you come up with like your favorite like movie or TV dads? And I was like, oh, okay. Did you ever see those shirts that have like it started with like rappers and it's like,
Well, no, I'm on all of them and I don't get any merch. It's really bad.
So when I came up with the dads, this is literally a merch shirt that I have. Okay.
Right.
Can you see it?
Danny and Al, Uncle Phil and Carl and Homer.
Those are like my favorite TV dads. And
right.
I just think Danny Tanner, right? That's, because it's like thinking of, who I grew up with did not even correlate with, oh, I know Bob. And he's on the shirt.
That's what a good actor I was. Because you don't think of Danny Tanner when you talk to me.
I only if like when my kids, like my wife and kids would watch Fuller House, or I would like, oh yeah. But it's like, the fact that I just realized that your character's on my shirt like a week ago. Like, I was like...
You know what? When I read that it didn't register to me.
But then Tom Bergeron's on the back. I don't... Oh, by the way, congrats on Broadcasting Hall of Fame.
Yeah, we got in there. It's really nice. Tom, Alfonso, Vindabona, myself. I have the award downstairs. I thought it'd be nicer.
Yeah, that's no, that's
it's not
cool.
class, but they chose the wrong font on the inscription. It looks like I made it at a trophy shop. Except the thing, the metal round thing, the giant coin that fits in it is nice.
Yeah, that was I saw that the other day, but I had to show you that because I was just like, I just realized that I have merch with that name on it. Like I knew it was the character.
Right.
But now it's like, but it was funny because it is something you did talk about on your podcast. Bob Saget is here for you. About how like you do grow up with these characters, and that like when I kind of talk about it, it's like Danny Tanner is that OCD part of me. It's that like the clean cut dad I want to be, and like like nervous about my kids, and
right.
And then the other ones, Al Bundy, because I'm a pig.
Yeah, he was funny.
Yeah, but so it's crazy how you were saying how many people look at you like that, and it's nuts. You know what I mean? Because I didn't have a dad, so I just watched TV dads.
Well, I like it now. Now it's the coolest thing in the world. Now they think Danny Tanner's cool. When I did it, everybody hated me. Critics.
Right.
I mean, not everybody hated me. It was in the top 10 for a while. So I mean,
fine.
but 50-year-old critics would review Full House and hate it. And it was made for 14-year-old girls and their moms. It was like,
what was it? What was it they hated then?
They hated that it was a two-dimensional sitcom, and a little girl talking precocious,
right.
That knew everything, but she was a sweetheart.
Right.
But in life for sure. But when a little girl or when little girls say wise guy comments,
right.
Jodie Sweetin knew how to deliver a line like Groucho Marx,
Yeah, that's right.
Sometimes that bugs people, but because what have they done to entertain anybody? That's what I want to know. All they do is bitch and moan about how bad everything is.
That's like when people...
that too, but I do the same thing. I'm no different. I sit and I watch. I go, oh, you don't want to watch that. Oh, I can't watch this. Look at that acting.
My wife has to tell me, shut up. Now I can't look. You've been in things that are, amazing and have an incredible career.
And I've been in things that aren't,
But so I still it's not like I'm saying I'm not being picky or choosy or whatever, but I do the same thing where like there's this sitcom and I'm like, oh my gosh, like this is like you want to be in the writer's room and be like, I could do this better. But they're like,
they wouldn't let you. They wouldn't let you, and you wouldn't know how. I mean, it's the showrunner that runs the show. Right. So when a writer says, "Why don't we do this?" the showrunner will go, "No," and then that's it. That's just the end of it.
I'm gonna remember that when I complain. But then at the end of it, you go, I'd star in that show. I would take that in a minute. And I would do it.
Danny Tanner. I had one kid. I got fired from a job on TV in New York doing the morning third sidekick on the morning program on CBS. I was there were two hosts, and I was lucky to get a job. I never thought I'd work again. I always never think.
You went to LA for Full House.
Yeah, but I was in LA before, but then I went to New York to do the morning program, and then I went back.
Right.
But I've been 8 years at the Comedy Store trying to get a job and doing acting school and doing all kinds of, and doing hosting at the Comedy Store with I brought Eddie Murphy on stage for Raw to work out Raw, and he was he was a genius. He is.
That's crazy. When you mentioned the Comedy Store, like I said, sorry, I talk in Post-its. You're like, oh yeah, I remember something. Speaking of, I don't want to get back to like blown smoke, but the people that I have worked with, and especially you, there's little things that you learn. Like, you were just talking to Norman Lear and the people that you've come, Rickles and, and one of the things,
his wife, we just lost, his birthday was a couple days ago. So,
having those people, that you're special to people, but I remember something you said. You were talking about working at the Comedy Store, and I'll never forget, and I've told a couple people, and how you were talking about, I think I mentioned one time when we were on the road that like, you know, I noticed you were so kind to people, you know, door people and like everybody. And I was like, yeah, wow. That's, and I remember you telling me, you know, I don't remember, you'll correct me because it's but you were talking about how you came up with the Comedy Store, and you said, you know, some of the people I came up with, they become movie executives and showrunners, and, you know, the people that work there all of a sudden in Hollywood 20 years later, they're in charge of things. And you said, you never know. Even if that doorman one day is going to be the manager, you never know who they're going to be.
But that's not why I was nice to people. I was nice to people.
No,
but I was too nice. My parents were too nice.
But that's not what I meant. You know what I mean.
No, yeah. But the truth is, people do treat people like crap. And if they have no human kindness gene anyway, they are sharks. So they want to make it in showbiz. They don't realize the desk will twirl. And they'll be on the other side of the desk, and the guy will say, I met you before. Oh, really? Where? Well, I worked on that show you were on. I said, yeah. Oh, you worked on that? And they go, yeah. And I go, oh, I was having a rough time on there. You know, that's the things you learn. Right. And I had a rough time. I was doing a guest spot on a Rebel Wilson show called Super Fun Night. And they wanted me to maybe be her new boss. And I had a bunch of tongue twisters, some real funny dialogue written by a really talented guy, John Rigi. And she's really talented, Rebel Wilson. And she had hurt her foot that week. And I had just gotten off the phone with my mom, who was diagnosed with cancer that she was not going to recover from. And it was the beginning of the end. So I found out that we were going to make a hospice plan and all of this. And then I had to go in and do my big scene. And I was gone. I couldn't remember any lines. And I remember feeling like I disappointed everybody. And everybody was like, they were laughing at me in between because the gesture in me wanted to just go off and riff. But then when it came to do the work, I wasn't able to because I was mental. I was just mental. So that happens sometimes where you just, it doesn't happen often. And I don't think I'll ever have it happen again, because next time my mom dies, I'm going to make sure. But tragedy does strike. That's the thing you don't want. And you hear about stuff, you read about stuff, especially where we're at right now. And you hear about, wow, people are like, my wife's grandmother just died and she couldn't go to the funeral. So here we are at FaceTime as the service is being done by the priest or minister. And I'm like, wow, this is
that's weird.
FaceTime funeral because you can't be there. And that's painful for people to not be with people they love during this. And so that's how I felt while I was on that show, because I was having there was a moratorium on my humor at the time. Yeah.
But, you know, but stuff like that, I mean, you know, I guess it's different having a hard time, you know, working, you know, as opposed to like the kind of person you are on set, you know what I mean? Because that's, you know,
I'm a good person, but if I'm over my head, or if like I was directing a movie called Benjamin and I acted in it as well, and I had a 15-day shoot and a low budget, and great actors did a solid by being in it. And a lot of people like it, which is really fun when you find that out. And then some people hate it, but that's showbiz. But what's really interesting is I want do-overs for everything I've done, because it's very hard to direct and acting something unless you have time, or unless you just have a very even-keeled personality. But I was playing a guy who was on meth. So while you're acting like you're on meth, and then you have to go action, you know, okay, I'm going to do it again. Action. You know, that's if you're on meth and you're directing, you're not on meth, but you're acting it.
Yeah, that's
gotta be. I should have been just playing a real sweet, lovable dude, you know.
Yeah, that's a challenge. Did you choose?
I'm a walking hall pass. I did. I liked the script a lot. It was a good script, and I won a lot of do-overs. But the new season of Fuller House, that's June 2nd for your kids.
Oh yeah, it is.
And the last episode's the best because it's over. No, that's a joke. The last episode's the best because I'm in it. So that's
they're pretty excited.
Good. Yeah, it's not made for you. but you'll like the last one. There's another good one with John Dave. Did you watch it as a kid?
Yeah, of course.
Well, there's a nice one of the episodes. I don't know which one it is, but it's John Dave and I having a touching moment. We touch each other
for a moment,
just a moment. I mean, it's a sitcom. You can't do anything.
That's, Stamos is my Full House hat trick. I've worked with Dave. I worked with you, Stamos. I'll spray his hair. I don't care.
But with what?
Whatever he wants.
Well,
I'll just whisper, "Follow your dreams."
That's right. That's right. Tell him he has a future.
Yeah.
Give him self-empowerment stuff. You're not unattractive, John. You're not.
I'll slide in the DMs and just keep sending encouragement.
Just send him memes.
Yeah. Encouraging memes.
I did read a good one the other day that was somebody put out on Instagram, which is creative people have to create. And I really liked that one. So I've been walking around saying that a lot, because if you don't create and you're a creative person, you rot. You can't do it. I can't. It's interesting.
I mean, just like I said, doing daily, weekly videos and doing podcasts, you have to, man.
I have no choice. And people I've been talking to want to be part of it as well. I had Tiffany Haddish on because she was living in her car. I was doing this thing called Comedy Camp where we at the Laugh Factory in LA. And you've been on stage there.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good room.
Yeah.
And Tiffany was 16. And on Saturday mornings, we would teach myself, George Lopez, Paul Rodriguez, Richard Pryor.
Wow.
Let young inner city kids get up and do 3-4 minutes. And then we would critique it and tell them how to improve it, tell them what we thought, tell them to stop doing our material. And then Tiffany was doing hers. And I knew she had it. And then I saw her again about 18 and 19 years old. And then she started getting spots. People that don't know, spots mean you get a time. Doesn't mean you're covered in spots. And so she took an antibiotic and she was fine. No, and then we were just talking about it on my podcast because I knew she was gonna be amazing. And she said, "I want to be like Richard Pryor." I said, "Well, do that, but just don't do everything he did."
Yeah, right.
Because he was a friend of mine too. I just wish he was alive. Funny people shouldn't die, Aaron. Funny people should never die.
Yeah, I don't like when funny people die because we need them. Bob Saget, don't die.
No, thank you. I won't. I can't. I got 3 daughters. I got 3 weddings and a funeral. I can't do nothing.
Like I don't want to. You've got work at your house. I don't want to kick your ear off like you're my long lost uncle. All day long. How has it been with your kids? Like being away, you're away from them.
I hate it. 2 of them are in New York. One's in Brooklyn. Like when we're done, I'm going to call them because I need to talk to them. One's in Brooklyn and one is in downtown New York. And it's been horrific. They've been living hell.
Yeah.
And they're going to go out of the city for a few weeks, for a month or 2. I wanted them to fly here. They didn't want to take a plane. They just said, I don't want to do it. They don't want to bring me the coronavirus. They're worried about me because I've had a history of asthma. I always get pneumonia. When I travel. When I tour, you're on a lot of planes. I don't have a bus. I'm not taking a bus. I ended up with corona on the bus.
Why don't you hit a tour bus this summer?
No, that's what I'm saying. It's all just it's just walking poop. It's just
poop. Everyone, don't spit in
metal. Don't spit in my mouth and don't poop on my foot. But it's a trailer, a bus is full of the same poo. It's just bad. And then there's someone on there that's going to ruin it all for everybody.
It's always the driver.
The driver does that. Yeah.
Always
you got to make the driver go somewhere else, but we got to make everybody go somewhere else. But the rest stops. You can't go anywhere right now.
No,
I mean,
no.
But that's people are. Are you going places?
No. We've honestly went grocery shopping probably 3 times in the last 2.5 months.
Do you have things delivered?
No, we just kind of mask up and glove up, and we get stuff for like our parents and things like that, and that's what we've been doing. And you know, I've gone to buy alcohol, but got that shipped also, and you know, but no, we don't go anywhere because I was going to say like. Even your daughters could drive across country, but where are you going to go? You don't want to go to any rest stops, gas stations.
They can't go to a hotel.
Yeah.
We'll sleep in the car. You're not sleeping in the car.
That's crazy.
You'll be killed. You know, people are, these are, so no matter what age they are, I have to tell them, are you crazy?
I know. It never gets old, right?
And are you crazy is not something you want to tell somebody. It just doesn't work. Never works.
Dude, I don't want to keep you forever.
Well, I want to be with you forever, but we'll do this again.
Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. I want to ask you one thing. Can we talk just for a couple more minutes for an extra little special thing? Because I want to talk about dirty work for a minute.
Oh, please do.
I'm glad we didn't talk about it because then I was like, ooh, this is a good extra because literally quite a few people have asked. So
yeah, hit me up.
Well, it's so funny because like my buddy and I that jumps on the podcast every now and then, we started making these, like we make jokes at night and I tweet. And this is, well, you had the video show, you know, what was it? Videos After Dark. What was it called?
Videos After Dark, which we're still waiting to figure out what they're doing with.
Yeah.
It's too dirty for network. We didn't know that. They thought it was going to be fine. But there was a whole Disney takeover that was another takeover. And so right when we made it, then they didn't know what to do.
Right.
They were ready to use it, but it was purposely, you know, there's little kids cursing and there's a lot of F-bomb bleeped. So it's a lot of bleeping and it's so much scrambled signals over naked people.
Yeah.
And Russian guys zapping each other with electric prods.
It's gotta find a home where it's dirty.
It's Hulu's been mentioned, but it may never see the light of day at this point because I don't think people know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Because it's gold. It's absolute gold.
I didn't mean to bring it up.
No, I don't care.
Yeah.
I talk about anything.
Well, I think too, like,
you want to know where I have a boil? No, I don't have one. I don't have a boil. No, I don't.
Let me turn the lights off first.
Oh, yeah. It's infrared. I'll show you.
No, because I thought, you know, you need to do something. You need to do like America's Funniest Home Videos rated R.
Well, that's over. If this doesn't happen, I did it. So that's done.
Yeah, right.
It didn't work.
Right.
But I'm in plans to direct another movie right now. And I'm producing a couple TV things and I'm directing 2 documentaries. So I'm busy. So, and I'm doing the podcast Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So,
okay. Well, now I feel guilty for asking you. I mean, you did go to school for filmmaking and you know, I wanted to be a filmmaker, but at the end of the day, do you want to do like that? You've done a couple serious things, you know?
No, I've done a lot actually. I've done 3 plays, 2 on Broadway, 1 off Broadway, and everything was serious. I was there. There were comedy oriented plays, but I was, and to play comedy right, it's very serious.
Yeah.
To play it right, it's real.
Well,
so you're not trying to be funny. But I played a priest. I played a minister in the last play I did on Broadway called Hand of God, and that was I was the most serious person in the show.
Yeah. I mean, and so what I always tell people, I think that comedians have some sense of drama because we can't not be real on stage. It's some of the best learning we get. And as an actor, the more I've done stand-up, auditions and acting seem more effortless for me internally. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just even auditioning, you know, like it's just if 4 people in a room? Oh, okay. You know, it's like it's nothing.
That's a great attitude. Some people choke. You know, some people really have a problem with it.
Hey, you know what I mean?
I've gotten to the point now, but I'm 64 years old. But I know how to do it. If I have to put myself on tape for somebody important, or if I have to be in a room, I went in to read to play Larry David's brother. So I read in a room with Larry and Scott Rudin, the great producer, and one of the most amazing directors. She directed August Osage County, the play. Yeah. So I mean, you audition for things. You read for things. You see if it works. Yeah, and if it works, it works. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. So that's life.
Now I don't want to pull you into the actor studio. Now we're both ready for an afternoon nap.
Yeah, I'm gonna do something recreational after I see how my house is.
I know.
See how many pipes are gutted.
Bob, I love you, man. Thank you for spending time with me. Thank
you. Love
you.
you too. I'm really happy to see you, and wishing you and your family lots of health through this. And let's get back to the new normal and get out there and do it when we can. As soon as we can do it, let's go do it.
I hope you see your daughter soon. I know that's just got to crush you. So
yeah, I'm not enjoying it, but it'll happen.
But listen, by the time they get to your house, you will have the best flushing toilets they will ever see.
Oh my God, it's going to be so smooth.
As soon as they walk in, you say, all of you, go take a shit now.
Yeah, right now, because that pipe's going to be like butter.
And wipe with your shirt. Put it down there. I don't care.
No, it's going to be lubed. It's going to be poop lubed.
Also is in that improv group. Actually, Poop Lube should be the name of our improv duo. I don't know.
That would be great.
Bob,
if you rev a stuck poop, get Poop Lube. No, I don't think so.
Endorsement.
I think, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have plugged my product.
All right. On that note, I can't.
No, not on that note. You be well, and I'll be seeing you.
Thank you so much, brother.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you, brother.
Take care. Say hi to your fam.
Bob says hi.
Tell your wife thank you. I didn't mean that lasciviously. I meant that,
Bob said thank you, honey, and that's fine. I'm glad he's polite.
It's right. And you just stay home.
I will.
Okay. We're home. Bye-bye.
And that was it. That was fun times. Good times, friends. Hey, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. You're the best.